Hi everyone, this is Venisha, and in today's video, we're going to see how to create a API tool in Boomi Agent Garden. So you'll have to go to Agent Garden and click on Create New Tool. With the API tool, your AI agents will be able to interact with any external APIs or your Boomi hosted APIs. Okay, so click on Add Tool. So you'll have to add a meaningful name for your API tool. So here in my case, the API is going to fetch the order details. So add a description. Order ID. Okay. So you can add an input parameter if you want. So here I'll add we can also ask for the suggestion. So we can use the order ID as an input. That's selected. So the user will provide the order ID, and in the backend, the API will fetch the order details. So here we can click on edit details and make it as required if you want. You can also change the type. So we can keep it as integer and then click on save. Then click on save and continue. So in the configuration, you can either build with the specs or you can also do it manually. So I'll click on add manually here. So I have a sample API, which is hosted on the Boomi runtime. So this is my sample API listener process. We can also connect to an external APIs, but for this demonstration purpose, I'm using a API which is hosted on the Boomi runtime. So this fetches the order details, okay, for a given order ID. So we'll configure this API in the API tool. Okay, so back to the configuration. So you will need the base URL. So this would be my base URL. Just a minute. And so the method would be get endpoint path. So this would be my endpoint path. You can add a query parameter or path parameters if you want. I'm gonna skip it for now. And the authentication, in my case, it is basic authentication. So you can enter your username and password. Okay. Once that is done, so in the request type, I'm passing the order ID. So I'll select the request type as text. And to give the input parameters, you can select the curly braces. So it will fetch the input parameters, whatever we have set in the step 1. So order ID. Okay. And so the user will give the order ID, which will go in the request body to the API. Okay. Click on save and continue. So once this is done, you can deploy your tool. So once the tool is deployed, it can be used by any agent in your account. So this is now deployed. So you can see it as this is the one which we've created and the status is active. Okay. So these are the steps to create the API tool. And in the upcoming videos, we'll try to see how to include this API tool in an agent and test it out. I hope this information helps and thank you for watching.